Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Dak, and today we're playing some more Satisfactory Early Access. So, in our last episode, generally, I don't want to turn around for a reason, I'll tell you in a minute. Generally, we got all of our oil stuff set up and running, and I wanted to try and make the heavy modular frames, but to do that we need to make computers. And to make computers, we need other things done first. So that's hopefully what we're going to do this episode. Between episodes, I said I was going to go and sort out the iron. I did. It looks loads better. Loads better. I've done a fair few things that I want to show you about. It's not really things that change stuff, but yeah, anyway. So we've not got the storage containers anymore, and as you can see, it's all backlogged anyway, so it doesn't matter. My power has just cut off. The reason... Oh, I've also done the screws. It all looks dead pretty. I love it. The power has just cut off... because, let me just jump onto this belt and get down here. And bearing in mind, I've got 2,050 megawatts of power. What I did is I upgraded the market. So all of these are now Mark II storage containers. So until, well, basically, this has set the entire factory in motion, basically. So the entire factory is now running to produce all of these, because once these fill up again, it will all stop. But we are a ways away from doing that. I mean, it is easier if you just look over here, because you can see which ones have filled up. Rotors coming in, well, actually everything's going to be coming in very slowly now. We're full up on motors already. I think we're nearly there on, yeah, I mean, we're within reason nearly there. Stators are getting there. Oh, it's been a bit of a nightmare, really. I had to stop yesterday when the power cut off. We've got loads of concrete now again. Because, yeah, apparently 50 power plants cannot keep up with my factory running at full whack. Now, this system of having all these in one line does not work. This, technically, they should support a full belt of 270. I have been back to the mine and checked. It is at 270. But the way that this splits and splits and splits and splits and splits, they're not actually getting to the end before these at the front request more coal. It's only going to be a problem while I'm using the entire factory. Oh, when the entire factory is not in use, we should be fine. In fact, it's, yeah, you can see this isn't capacity. It's not even close, because that's not another 500 megawatts. But yeah, it's not going great, is it, for power? I have, however, already come up with a solution to this plant. Just 1 minute. I need to go down into the underbelly. I'm trying to think for all the beacons have gone. Absolutely all of them. I went and took them all out because they were doing my head in. I also went and sorted out all the crash sites that I'd got. Now, that did unlock me an alternate circuit boards thing that I will show you in a moment. We've not done any of that yet. Alternate stators, I think that's what I already used. I think I unlocked alternate steel ingots. I can't actually remember. Encased industrial beams, is that an alternate one? I don't know. Either way, I'm not doing most of these. There was one that heavy modular frames, I've got that unlocked finally. Purple shards, Caterium stuff. I mean, I've got things like stitched iron plates and alternates. No, that's one that I already use. Yeah, I did unlock basically everything. I've got one more computer left, and I'm going to save that until I've unlocked the rest of this stuff. I'm nearly there. There goes power again. My solution for that, 1 minute, so I can go and grab the Caterium while I'm down here as well. As you can see, fuel is coming this way. Now, I've split it and gone across that way because I will have another oil power plant over that side. My plan is to have it just past this iron depot there, and it's going to be exactly the same design, if possible, as this, just on its own little platform going out that way. So power will be sorted, but for a quick fix, you can see I've got the rest of the fuel going up and under. Can you guess where that's going to? The game has got particularly laggy when I come down here now. So we've got a biofuel, which I did actually lose a lot of it because I swapped it around to this, but you know, that much is more than enough. And now that I've got fuel, I don't even know how much biofuel I'm going to need. How many have I got? 4, 8, 16. 1, 2, 3. I can't do this. We need a little bit of help. Oh, they can't be used in there. Fair enough. I thought fuel would be able to be used in here. Never mind. Never mind. In that case, let's just store all, take all for now. We need a little bit of help. Let's just load these up for now. I think these all having 200 will keep the factory running, at least until the point that the entire factory isn't running again. Because once all the factory shuts back off and stalls out, our power's not an issue. At least it won't be an issue until we get to the oil power. I don't know how far that's going to take, but we'll see depending on what we do today. We have added a lot of machines, and I've never expanded, well, I've not expanded power in such a long time. You knew it was going to happen at some point. I just didn't want it to happen yet. Anyway, let me just check. This first one hasn't used any power yet, has it? No, it's prim and proper though. Let's go. Right. I don't think I'll need to put any more in there, but that has used an awful lot of our biofuel. Can I take all, but not them? No, I can't. Let's do it like this then. The observant of you will notice that I've got 9 computers in my inventory. Yes, I handcrafted them. So the fuel coming here actually makes no difference whatsoever anymore. That's always good to know. What else did I do? I need quick wire because we're going to get this Caterium electronics done and dusted. And then that's actually, didn't mean to do that. Oh, and this is still stored out. That's dead nice. Ooh, no, it's not quite stored out. Please don't be empty. Good. Yeah, with this being finished, that is all the Mark V research done. So now we get to the fun stuff like the Mark IV belts, which I am waiting for. Where are we going? Over here. I should have the resources on me for this. Eat a few of those. You want half a stack of rotors. 10 of that. Oh, really? That's just plain upsetting. Yes, I'm trying to think of more things to show you. That is not what we... That is also not what... God damn it. This is what we want. I need to come and restock before we go anywhere anyway, because I'm not running all the way to the end of the bus to come all the way back again. There we go. So that's Caterium Electronics unlocked.
A more specialized use of Caterium has been unlocked.
Smart splitters.
And new advanced electronic parts are now available.
Nothing in power, logistics, smart splitters. Splits conveyor belts in 3. You can set rules for which part should go to the left and which part should go to the right. I just want to have a look at these. Oh, we need the smart AI things. Or is it the AI limiter? And for that we need circuit boards. Well, I do want to see what they do. Your quick wire. God damn it. I haven't got any Caterium just stashed in there, have I? No, I threw it away. I expect I threw it away anyway. I just want to see what it does. I know it does what it says on the tin, realistically, but... Still, you don't know these things until you've actually tried. I guess we can just take that, because I'm okay to throw that little bit away. And up we go. I know the first, like, 10 minutes or so of this episode are going to be me showing you things that I've... upgraded and sorted out. Generally, I did stick to what I said I was doing. Generally. So, smart splitter. We put you down there. So, if I want concrete to come out that way, I can't set the amounts, so this doesn't work how I wanted it. I don't get why you'd want to... No, we're not using them then. And unfortunately, I don't want that on me, and I don't want that, and I don't want that either. So we are just going to delete it. I shouldn't need all this concrete. Let's have... Whoa, that was a big freeze. Let's have a quick stock up, and then I'll show you the next things that I've got going. So that's the 4 stacks of them that I normally like to have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that back. Screws. Hate carrying them on me, but I think we generally need at least 1 stack of them on us. I'd like 3 stacks of those in total. I know the inventory does get quite full nowadays. Let's get rid of this little bit of steel. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. I think for a little bit more room. I don't like carrying 2 stacks of reinforced iron plates on me, but just in case we need them, I will keep them. We do need a bit more of a stack of rotors. Steel, I guess I'll take 4 stacks. I'm going to leave that at 1 stack. Modular frames, we need to fill the stack up that we've got. Stators, don't need. Don't need 2 stacks of motors on me. Oh, motors are full. I hate doing that, but let's destroy them then. We've got enough at the minute. We can't even use this for anything actually, so let's just put that back. Yeah, that's not terrible. Yeah, so I got all the crash sites. That did give me 4 computers. I've got 1 left, like I say, I'm saving that for when we've got more research unlocked. There wasn't anything else new that I could build, was there? New, and new. Fair enough. Right. Off to the next thing that I sorted out. We will get towards the end of the bus soon. I'm fairly sure I'm going to forget things as well that I've upgraded. I extended this all the way to the end of the bus as well. Our first stop is actually copper, which we've already gone past technically. It was one of the smallest factories in my factory. Now that has got a full Mark III belt coming in, and it is producing a full Mark III belt out. Happy days, right? I said we needed to upgrade the copper, the wire. It's just called wire. Stop calling it other things. And when we get to wire, this is now one of my longest factories. We have got 3 Mark III belts full of this. Now, I did say I wasn't doing this. I was waiting for the Mark IV or even for the update and seeing what Mark V and Mark VI do. But that factory fully supports the Mark III belt that's coming in. If I just drop down to show you. So there's 270 coming in, 15 per each of these. There is 6 to 1 line, and 6 gives us the 270 we need. They split all the way down. 270 divided by 15 is 18. There are 18 factories in this line. So yeah, that's been upgraded. Admittedly, these kind of need upgrading to keep up with it. I'm not too worried about them just yet. And I'm not doing that sort of thing, so like I say, I want to wait for the better factories to come in. Let me bunny hop my way back up to the top, because I've got a little bit more to show you. What else did I want to show you? I know. I need to bunny hop. I know where it is now. I've not upgraded anything else around here. Like I say, the factory's just going to work through. Hopefully, some things have started backing up now. I did a little bit of testing, and I do apologise, because I have got carried away with what I've done. Obviously, you've seen that I unlocked the new alternate circuit things, to which they are loads better because it uses rubber rather than plastic, and I can even out the ratios a bit more. But I've got this over here. This is how I will be doing my belt things from now on. I'd like to call it a balancer, but really it's not a balancer. It's just a restocker or a filler, whatever you want to call it. So this bottom line can handle 4.5 machines, right? 60 divided by 270, 4.5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 machines running off the bottom line. But rather than just splitting it there, I've then got a second line coming over the top, which joins in after that machine. So it's going to keep the rest of this belt full, and I should be able to get a few more machines up that way. I assume I've done it wrong somewhere, but it does fill the end of the belt up something nice. And it basically makes sure the bottom belt is always full. So once I finally get around to remaking the factory, and I am going to be remaking it, don't you worry, I will be using things like this just to try and fill the bottom lines up. But obviously with the higher end belts, we might not need to do that quite as much. Wow, you guys are dead slow. I know there's no reason to doing that because it can't support it, but Come on, faster. It's like if I was doing this here, the concrete was the limiting factor, was it not? We have now got a Mark II belt's worth coming in, and this is only supporting a Mark I belt, so I could actually double this. Anybody 36 times 6 in your head? Off the top of my head, I'm not that good at that. 36 times 6 is only 216 actually. And these steel are coming in on a Mark III belt actually. So we could double this, to which we then get 36 industrial beams per minute. I don't really want to add to the power problem at the minute. See, things are starting to stall out now. The power's dropping a bit more. But yeah, like I said, I do apologise for doing this sort of thing off camera. But I just wanted to get some working outs done in my head. And it does seem like it will work. So eventually the entire bus, it may need more room between it, but I should only need the bottom line, and then I can just merge the lines down to keep the bottom belt as full as possible. Why are they? Oh, because it's going into the splitter to start with. I was about to say why these not a full belt there, but header. Yes, I have got all this built up and ready for what I intend to do today. Same with the underground. Oh, I've also got loads of paths in there. We can get down. Oh, why is that one? Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It is inline, yeah. And also, I got bored of running out there. So, we've got a little bit of an expansion. I can now just sit, hands-free, and just do this. Admittedly, there was no reason to come out here right now, but yeah, these things are getting that far away. It is getting tiring running out there and then bunny hopping all the way back, but I need to be very careful doing that sort of thing on here. It does terrify me. I feel my toes curl every single time I jump over this section. Also, there is the command to remove fog. Removing fog in this area is terrible because you can see all the edge of the map stuff down there and it doesn't look very pretty. But yeah, we are ready for what I intend to do today. So, let's go back up and I can show you what the circuits are actually producing. So with the new recipe, we get 3 of these, so that's 7.5 a minute. These all should work at full speed, and they are all filled up at the minute. So we've got 15, 30, 45 of these coming in per minute. I'm hoping that's going to be enough for now. I was going to get it all joined up so that it would go all the way back to the start, but I'm not. Yeah, I will. Will we need will we need circuit boards at the front of the base? Kind of. Is rubber our limiting factor here? I can't remember. Oh, refinery. Let's have a look. How much rubber will we be producing over there? Oh, it'll be a full Mark III belt, so 270. Let's see if we can extend this anymore, because I'd like to get 2 more machines if possible. 270 divided by 40. It's not going to go in nicely. 270 divided by 40 is 6.75. I should actually just get a calculator and leave it on my desk rather than keep using the phone. So now, with the rubber we've got coming in, we can't go any more than 6. I've sorted the copper out, so that'll be fine. If I leave my phone on calculator like that, does it actually keep the screen on, or will the screen switch off after a minute? Anyway, we know we've got 45 coming in. This will be a Mark I belt, but I'm going to put it on Mark III because I don't like Mark Is anymore. I've got a grudge against them. I just don't want them in my factory. What are you doing, you insane person? Needs to go that way, genius. Anyway, let's get this sorted. No, my phone is switching off, that's good. Well, not switching off, you know what I mean, the screen's gone off. And I don't like it facing up, because if somebody decides to message me, and you can guarantee somebody will message me. They always do when I'm recording. And then when I tell them to not message me because I'm recording, well, you're always recording. Well, yeah, because I enjoy doing it. Anyway, stop moaning. Let's get these in. I am going to run this back to the bus. Back to the, what did I call it again? The marketplace. I was going to call it the warehouse then. Any name fits, so long as you know, I mean the storage section. And as you can see, the spikes are getting a bit bad. I do hope it's something that they're going to optimise when this next update comes out, because I can't really do anything more on my end. At least I don't think I can. Oh, I may have not extended as much as I needed to. Please tell me I've got another line down the end. Yes, I've got the other line. Beautiful. And you will reach. We want the splitter going in that way, and there looks central. Need to turn my phone back over. As you can see, I just glanced then. I'm going to glance the entire way through the video if I leave it like so. Right. So it's going to drain loads of these to get this filled up, but I do want my marketplace full. As Dark once said, the factory is there to support you, not you to support the factory. I know it was Factorio, but they're very similar games, so I'm holding the same principle in this game. And keep going. I'm going to get some more steel while I'm back here, because this belt is going to use most of it, if not all of it actually. I don't think I'm going to make it back. Which is novel to say, all the roads that I've made and whatever, and I can barely stretch one thing the length of my bus and not have to run back to the marketplace. Bearing in mind, I did have 4 stacks of steel. I know I did a few upgrades, but it's not going to reach. That's ridiculous. That's why I took the oh, I also took all storage chests out the entire way up. So all of my lines now come out in straight lines. We didn't need all the stockpiles everywhere. There was actually no need for it. Not when we've got this marketplace back. Nope, can't afford it. Not when we've got this marketplace over here. That's the beams. I love the belt jumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just load up on them a little bit. I don't want the 17. I prefer another 100. So once it's all backed up, it's amusing me that motors are backing up so quickly. They've been backed up for ages. Absolutely ages. Before the stators, whatever they are, and before the rotors, they backed up first. I mean, I know they only stacked 50, but it's not really the point. Well, it actually is the entire point, isn't it? And really, I didn't need Mark II storages for these, because I shouldn't need that much, but I want them all the same, so... And not just that, with the update coming, again, I don't know what resources we're going to need for the next level. So if I've got full Mark II storage of everything, then it's going to be so much better. Is it just me, or do they seem dead blurry? That is sending my eyes funny. Yeah, it doesn't look much better for you guys either. Right, we can at least handcraft computers now, but that's not what I want to be doing. I don't want to be handcrafting them. Today... In fact, I need to check if it's modular frames or the heavy modular frames or the computers I'm looking to do first. I think it was the computers I'm looking to do first. That's why the... No, it wasn't. It was heavy modular frames. Either or. We want to get one of them done because one of them will feed into the other one. No, it doesn't. But I need one... I need both of them to make the manufacturers, which I have no idea how I'm going to get this place down. I did... As you can see, I've got the computer parts ready, but I've still not built anything. These machines are absolute monsters, as you can tell, with it needing 4 resources coming in. But, I mean, they are huge. I jumped too early there. It's alright, I've made it. That, and I need to plan for 4 belts coming in, which is always fun. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Manufacturer needs to go on this spot, basically. I would like it centralised as much as possible. If I put that right there. I mean, it's not brilliant. Can I not get the view of the frame from this side? There we go. Yeah, it's not quite inside it, but that's as good as it gets. It needs to go back 1. But I don't actually want it there. I would like it there. So it was flush to us to start with. Oh, it's going to be a pig, isn't it? No. There? Or is that exactly the same spot again? You know what? That middle one's in the middle. That's how I'm going to do it. Let's make sure. Gap 1, 2, 3, 4. The front one's going to be a bit tight. It'll be fine. These are mammoth machines. Absolutely mammoth. They need 3 resources, so I even need to use these for these. And I can actually make supercomputers now. That is cool. So the concrete is up and running and ready to go. It does give me 3 instead. So we've not quite tripled. Should we go heavy modular frames first? Yeah. Wow. Look at them for numbers. That is awful. I have got a load of power shards. Can we get these numbers to be anywhere near nice? 2.812 per minute. What sort of number is that? And I thought that was 9,000 for a minute. It is not. You know what? Let's just prime this machine so I can see how it's going to run. Encased industrial beams. Power. I don't even know how much of anything we're using. Why are these numbers so awful? I hope they're going to change that in the update. I don't even know what we've got coming in of anything. Steel pipes. Let's go back and have a look. I know the concrete comes in as 120. I'm just trying to work out what's the minimum number of machines I can get. Or I could just massively overclock one of these machines and then we can see how well it's going to work. Oh, them numbers look nicer. No, they don't. I was looking at these numbers. Oh dear. We've got a full Mark II belt coming in. I don't think we can quite go to 250%. Maybe 200%? Oh, they're a lot nicer. Apart from the concrete. It needs to be a touch slower. I'm willing to accept that. So, we can get 2 machines at 200%. So that would give me essentially 11 heavy modular frames per minute, sorry. Right, let's do it like that. This is going to be a task in itself. Do I even... I think we need to try and leave the one gap in the middle. Let's cut this out. This is going to be fun. Let's do basic things first. Right, we know power's going to come in. I'm actually going to have it on this side because the belt's going to need to go the other side. And you can come across to here. And in you go. Right, what do we want coming in first? Have we got to bring anything from upstairs? Concrete. I think concrete needs to come in first then. Right, where do my dips start? There. I have done a fair few of these now, so I'm getting a little bit better. It's the stairways that I'm loads better at. They actually take seconds to build. I need walls. Genius. Looking at the time, I knew we were getting close to time already. We're not going to do modular frames and computers this episode. We're going to do just the one. Right, I need to get concrete coming in first and foremost. I was going to say, where is my staircase? There we go. And concrete needs to come in there. Is this on a Mark III belt or is it on a Mark II belt? It's on a Mark II belt. Let's continue then with Mark IIs just for now. Don't want you doing that though. Right, where are we coming out to? Yes, the underbelly is becoming quite a pigsty, but it's an organised pigsty. I like it. That is definitely not straight, right? Ooh, don't crash. I do know the game is causing people's games to crash at the minute. I'm lucky I've not had a crash yet, but, you know, it can happen at any point. Let's get you coming up a little bit. These were uniformed back in the day. Nowadays, not so much. Does it go up to 2 there? Yes, it does. There's no reason for it to be like this, but, you know, it's how I'm doing it. I think that staying at a 2 around this corner will be fine, and then that should go up there, like so. Good, that's 120 concrete coming in. And yes, I have got the splitter system there, so it won't be 120 for now, but when the rest of the base stalls are, it will be. Where am I? Cool, let's go. And we're going to go straight past that one. And conveyor belt pole right there. Because this one's not going to need a splitter. That's going to go straight in. This one is going to need a splitter. I so wish it just snapped to it. I best be able to get belts past these, otherwise this is going to be dead upsetting. Right, there's concrete. Next. Modular frames, encased industrial beams and steel pipes. None of them are this far up the base. Encased industrial beams are right there. Look at how I thought I had 2 lines of these at one point. I do. That's where I started the weird merging stuff. Did I do this on camera? I have no idea. It basically ensures the bottom belt is full. I do want to bring both of them. I do. It does mean I'm going to have to take this splitter out again though. There is a knack to doing it. I'm not quite there yet, because, in fact, that's not going there anyway. It would be there, but I don't think it's going to matter. Not at the minute. These are all Mark II, because that is going to encroach on that. You need to get the belts in before you do any of this. That is the only downside to it. Why have I got that there? I don't know what I've done. Why is that splitting off the top one? Tell you what, strip this bit out and start again, because I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe I've crossed my new I've crossed new systems with old systems. That's why it's all confusing. Right, it's good. I can show you how I've been doing it anyway. Let's get rid of all these. You need to get your belts in first and just plan where your splitters are going to go. That is the plan. You need to be cut back. Because essentially the first splitter is going to have to go. The conveyor belt is in invalid shape. What am I even doing? Why is it in invalid shape? Oh, I was starting from the wrong side. Clever. No, we need to go further than that. I don't want it on the tiles where I'm actually doing it, because that's when things start getting a nightmare. So, you go into there. If I do this all right now, then when I start doing it properly later, it'll all be better. So, that needs... No, I've done it the wrong way. Genius. I'd got this down to a T last night. Right, try again. That needs to go that way. And in fact, we want to extend that even further. Let's just give ourselves loads of room to play with. I should really give myself the full belt of 6 worth of room. But I'm not going to do that. Right, splitter goes around about there. No, no it doesn't. No it doesn't. The entire purpose of ripping this apart is to get the second line running across. Which we can now do. You know what? I'm changing my mind again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that was a big one. Let's give ourselves as much room as possible. See, in an ideal world, all of my these pillars would line up, but we're not that OCD. Not yet. Not until I've got to the end of the game, anyway. Right, we want splitter about in the middle. Some of these lines might not be perfectly straight, but screw it. Then on this line, I would like I want to come from this side. I like to make sure it's in the middle of this one. Splitter there, and a merger there. So then you come down, and I don't actually think this will be able to come down. These all Mark IIs going in? Yes, they are. It does, but it clips through. Really only need the one side. It just makes sure this bottom belt is full. And for now, the bottom belt is full. We need to hurry up, actually. I'm, you know, trying to be quicker about this, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just ensuring, doing it this way. Oh, we've got to do it again now, haven't we? Yeah, I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to bring as many resources to the end as humanly possible. That is the plan anyway. Let's take that out of there. And I know my thingy bobbies are floating for now. They'll be fine. Can't afford. Are you joking me? Well, that's what I get for not... Oh, motors aren't full up. I thought motors were full. Anyway, where's reinforced iron plates? I believe it's the one before rotors. Yeah, it's good to see that's loaded up. The factory looks so much fuller now that I've took all them cables to the end. So yeah, brace yourself. This is going to be a bit of a longer episode. I know we're already past time, but I'm at least getting one thing done this episode. Let's take just a few of these. I should be doing this for Mark IIIs, actually. No. Yeah, I should be doing it with Mark IIIs. So I've essentially got two Mark II belts merging together. I could get away with Mark IIIs is what I should be saying. I'm not actually sure if they are right. But, you know, it's going to do for now. And then right at the end you can see them two behemoths. Oh boy. They are going to eat so many resources. Are they my circuit chips right on the end? Excuse me, yes it is. They're flowing at a decent rate. Excuse me, can't stop burping apparently. Where were we? There. Oh, shouldn't really have dived off the end there, but never mind. Right. Where was I doing this? Here. The intention for doing it like this is when we have got the full belts. I've probably already said this, but, you know, longer episode, I'm forgetting what I've said at the start. I can just come through and upgrade all these to Mark IV, and then it's going to be doing exactly what I want already. That looks about middle. See, I wish it had snapped still, but it won't snap like this. And that looks about middle. And I'm basically going off the lines on the conveyor belts, because they do tend to line up ish. And you can go in there. So that keeps that full again. And we'll have you merging down into there. So that's the bottom belt completely full all the way up. Hopefully, kind of, sort of, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to there, into there. I don't know if we're going to need these any further, so I'm probably going to have to do it again. Eventually, the entire bus will have these mergers all the way down, so, you know, get used to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, you think I'd learn how to get to 6 by now, wouldn't you? I did hook that other line back up, didn't I? Yes. At some point, I will go back through and upgrade all these, but not yet. Right, you're going to be number 2. Item number 2, anyway, coming in. See, it's loads easier to do it when you've got nothing here already. That's about right. And that's about right. I did set this up for a Mark II belt, didn't I? I hope I've got it prepared for a Mark II belt. Where do you come out to? right. I actually think it will go there. Nope. I thought I was being clever. Why give up my day job? I know. It's going to be fairly easy because we only need the 2 splitters. It does upset me that it splits just there. That it only reaches to just there, sorry. But it'll be fine. And you can split. Can we get it right in line? 1, 2. So that's you going into there. Then we want a splitter essentially in line with that one. Now, is this going to clip? I fully expect it is. Marginally. I think it will get worse as you go further on. There'll be a better way of designing this. But at the minute, that's how I'm doing it. It'll be fine. Encased industrial beams next. Let's go. What are we on? 40 minutes. We've got it. We've got it. These encased industrial beams, we may need to up this with the looks of it. Admittedly, we have only got the 1 line coming in at the minute, so it's not going to be difficult to do. That is Mark 3, right? Yeah. I will need to up these, won't I? And they have got the resources coming in. It's not like... well, it will have when the rest of it's stalled out. Because we're not even producing the right amount at the minute. Oh, 6, 12, 18 per minute. A Mark 1 belt will do it. Let's just go Mark... Screw it. Let's go back to Mark 3. I've got more steel than anything anyway, so why the hell not? And up you go. Along you come. Where are we? That one. There. And oh, this creates a slight problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that the... no, that's nowhere near the furthest you can go. It's the middle of this one. Because again, I am going to try and get all of these... oh, power's run out again. Wow. That is not good. Wait, I can't even do the splitter thing here. Never... just do it like that then. Who cares anymore? Let's get this at where it will reach, which is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you come back to there. And I have accidentally been clicking on the wrong spots in certain places, so there are Mark 3 belts scattered everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back a little bit. In you go, and then we can just get the splitter. 1, 2. I didn't mean to do that. In you come, and in you go. Then another splitter. How would you get this to go in nicely? Unless you've got them all coming dead on. It's encroaching. Encroaching what? You're not encroaching the other splitter, surely. It isn't perfectly straight either, which is causing slight problems. Was that a merger? Have I put the wrong one on? That's better. Don't look. Just don't look. Like I say, there's got to be a much better way of doing this, and I assume it's splitting the resources back there and having 4 separate lanes coming in, but that's not how this design's going to work. And last but not least, we need modular frames. They are miles away, aren't they? Miles and miles away. Yeah, my power spiked again. Once time has passed, the coal gets into the machines, so that's why it's working, in case you're wondering why I'm allowed to do it again. Yeah, it's not great. Once all the machines are filled up at the front, we will be absolutely fine. I'm going to save because that is worrying me. And yes, I'm on 64.5 hours played time now. I know, I enjoy doing things off camera, alright. Modular frames? Modular frames, where are you, modular frames? I don't even know how many of these we're producing per minute. And yet, I've set this up based on 2 machines. Oh god, how far have I got to bring these things? Where even are they? Let's go up. I'm sure modular frames were after reinforced iron. Were they not? Modular frames were quite late on, weren't they? I've gone past them. I can see them. There you go. Why are you getting no steel pipes? Have I completely cut that off? Am I an imbecile? Yep. Yes, I am. So what have I hooked that up to then? Yeah, that does need them as well. I've apparently just missed one out completely. Genius move. So we've got to take these wires back out there. That is just what I wanted to be doing. No, I've not. No, I've not. I've already got the lines in. You actually go there. These are on Mark IIs again. God damn it. And in you go. Sorry about that. Let's do the shenanigans again. Splitter. We don't need to do this all the time, but like in Factorio, I do tend to overdo it a little bit. Let's just keep the bottom one full, because that is the one. Did my power just cut then? I was talking. I do think my power just cut out. I'd say so. The machines look like they've stopped. No, no, it's not. Right. Modular frames are on here. Are they not? Yes. Cool. We've only got the one line, so we've not got to do all the shenanigans again. Oh, get off. That is a Mark II belt already. Yeah, I prefer to work with Mark IIIs. Come on. Up you come. Now, this was an issue that I had thought about, but luckily it keeps within its own thing. If I'd have done a more compact bus, I would have been screwed by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would actually be right in the middle of this one, I believe. Why are you not bringing it with you? Oh, no. No, I'm wrong. Again. Oh, god damn it. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Right, let's do it from the middles. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Cool. So we've got it set up like we want. Did I actually? No, I thought I'd lined them lines up and that would have been beautiful. But never mind. Like I say, when I come around to redoing the entire factory, which I do intend to do, I was going to do a separate playthrough of when the update came out. I actually think I'm just going to... It might be a separate title to it, but it's not going... It's going to be the same map still. No, my power. Fine, we can get this done. I'll try and sort power out between episodes. So, we want our splitter there. And you can come this way. To there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but then back a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but then back a bit. And finally, you 1, 2 can go there. It is starting to get a little claustrophobic down this end, but it will do for now. I do need to make sure that all of these splitters and everything are working in a minute, because there is a chance that I've screwed one of them up somewhere. Or my balancers. I will refer to them as balancers. I assume... Oh, I've overshot that one, haven't I? I did it all right. Oh, don't freeze. All of it right. Right until the end. 1, 2. Yeah, That might not be straight, but it's a bit straighter than what it was. And our final splitter should go about there. No encroaching. Yep, apparently the game allows it. Right, what isn't coming in? Encased industrial beams, with the looks of it, are quite slow. But that is 2 of these set up and running. I know what I meant to do. I was going to step these. Oh, that's awful. You know what? It's a long episode anyway. Let me show you exactly what I mean. I'm sure you know exactly what I mean, but... Right. We'll start going up here. So then I can keep it a little bit more uniform. Let me just cut all this back 1 minute. We've got the resources coming out here anyway now, so all is gravy. It's just a case of hooking it back up, and then it's not going to look quite as awful with how I've planned it in my head. Just rip this back out, because we don't want it. Not yet. Right, no! That's not what I meant to take out. Production, manufacturer. I can't even see where it's lined up anymore. That's where we want it. There. There. Right, that's it. Concrete is good. Concrete can stay as concrete is. I've done all Mark II belts coming in, haven't I? I will stop swapping at one point. Right. And then these are on Mark II belts. I could have actually have left this one in. I'm a bit of a nincompoop for that one. 1, 2. And you can go. That's Mark III again. And then this one. Are you set to Mark III? Oh, thank God. You can go up there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to make it into its turn already. 1, 2. Nope. And that looks nice and straight to me. And then we get another splitter in. Oh, power. Please. Just please. And then that's roughly straight. It kind of clips, but it looks a little bit better. And then the plan for this one, just cut you back a touch. You can be 1 there, and then you can be 1, 2, 3 there. Have I got these on Mark IIIs? Yes, I have. Come on, get him. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. 1, 2. I think. 3. Even. Sorta. Kinda, maybe. You've got to admit, it does look a little bit better like this. Only a little bit like, but about there. How did I do that? Oh, I've stacked inside one, haven't I? No, I've just been an idiot. 2, 3. I wondered why that splitter was on a slope. We don't want slanting splitters. That's a little bit bad. Right. So I'm saying around about there. And you can go straight into there. And you better be in a straight line. It's as straight as it's going to be. Can we get on top of these, please? It would be nice. Is there no ladders for them or anything? What were we making? Oh god. Heavy modular frames. Oh, heavy modular frames. Did I do it 2 times? I think I did, because it was like 5 point something%. And we've got no power. It should have stocked up on coal by now. I just want it to run. I think it's as soon as these kick in. They do use 55 megawatts. I like the design of this. Let me very quickly get back. I hope my biofuel reactors have... Oh, didn't think that one through, did I? I do hope my biofuel reactors are still working. It looks like we might have to rush into power next episode. Because I can't be doing with this keep shutting down. We want the factory to produce as much as humanly possible. Because once it has done and stalled out, everything will be good. Admittedly, I know these end things are basically going to use all resources in the entire factory. So, yeah, we definitely need more power. Because the entire base won't be shutting down because everything should be flowing still. Right, please say you have run out at least. They're not working even with this. My coal's got to have failed, basically. There is no coal. The maths for this can't be right then. It can't be right. Every 5.4 seconds it uses one. It's because they're not getting down to the very end. I don't suppose you are storing coal. No, you're storing copper. I want to show the machine in action. That's why I'm not just finishing the episode and, you know, carrying on tomorrow. Let me quickly steal some of your coal. It does look like, not your coal, your coal. It does look like I'm going to have to hook more coal up into power. This has literally started since I've upgraded to the marketplace. Well, we'll call it the marketplace 2.0. Because there's that many machines running. Yeah, power's going to be an issue. Let's just chuck this in. We'll quickly have a look what we need to get the oil power up next time. I think that's the same thing that the Mark IV belts require. I hope it is. Because then I can actually start doing proper things. All of this will collapse into Mark IV belts. Because there'll basically be like 1 or 2 lines of each coming in. So who's not got power? Coal's made it this far. Coal's made it this far. Okay, we might literally just be using far too much. 89, 55, 8. I can't split it. That's upsetting. Because I don't want to give them all full stacks. So long as I can get all of them running again, then I'll be a happy person. Which one did I just put the stack of 100 in? I never thought I could just go and raid the machines up here that's already got 100, but never mind. You can have the 49. Yeah, this splitting method doesn't make it so that they can get all the way to the end. It's a little bit of a problem. I'll split my coal, even though I really should keep it on me. Just in case I find a crash site again. Oh, I've got some more coal there. Please say you've got something in. And right, they're all powered now. Ooh, it's not good. Yeah, I need to do something about this coal. I can't because that is already a Mark II miner. Has it got all the power shards in it? I think it has. I'm sure it's pushing out 300 power. We need to up this to a Mark IV belt and then we'll have no issues. Right, what do we need? I do hope it's the Mark IV belt thing. That's also... I forgot what else I needed. The oil power. Expanded power infrastructure. Yeah, yes it is. And we are making heavy modular frames now. I'm very tempted between episodes to handcraft the computers for this. Very, very tempted, because we need the Mark IV belts. amusingly, I know Toxic Time Waster's doing the exact same thing. He's not doing the exact same thing. He's rushing through the science to get Mark IV belts as well. Admittedly, I've got a bit more of a teardown than him. But I'm hoping with how I've laid it out, I won't have to actually tear the factories down. It's just going to be a case of adjusting some of the belts. Hopefully. Right, let's get back to our manufacturer and see it producing. Hopefully I've set the power shards up to be right as well. And then we can go back and min-max everything and all will be good and holy and right and amazing. I'm actually going to be able to land on top of this, am I not? This is a bit of a long jump. Nope, nowhere near. Land on this one. It shouldn't hurt too... Oh, that was lame. What are you missing? Nothing. You're missing power. Oh, yeah. Right, what are you missing? Encased industrial beams. Have some of mine. 5.62, does that seem about right? I don't know how many modular frames we're producing in a minute, but I think 30 should be okay. Encased industrial beams we're going to lack on a bit. The steel and the concrete will be fine. So we are getting 11-ish of these per minute? Yeah. Yeah, we are. That's actually quite cool. We've already got 20 of these. Right, we're going to call that an episode because we have just touched on an hour there. I'm going to let these do their thing and I will keep coming back and taking them. I'm going to build some computers between episodes and then we're going to start off next episode with me unlocking expanded power infrastructure, Mark IV belts, and then we can Mark IV our coal belt, which will bring a maximum of 300 coal in, I believe. I like the tiered effect here. So we should then be able to supply all of our coal plants. Then we're going to look into the oil power, because I have already got the fuel over there ready. Either way, that is it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!